Alright, hello, this is Checkmate, and welcome to episode 1 of our Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. If you didn't catch the episode 0, we went over all the settings and the goals for the game, and I showed the Google Docs sheet that I made up that has all the goals listed with where we can go through and check them off as we go. So if you missed all that, maybe check out episode 0, but this is the official episode 1 of this Let's Play. So let's click start and get started. And here we are. Here's Gene. Thanks, I've got it. So in episode 0 we talked about the requirement of launching a probe before we launch Kerbals. So before I can fly low or fly high over Kerbin, I have to launch a probe to fly low and fly high. Before we go into space, we got to send a probe into space. So went over all that in episode 0, but if we look, we don't have a probe yet. All we have is command modules, and we need a probe. So if we look at our research, we don't get probes until basic science, yeah, right here. So we got to do some science on the surface here first before we can start launching ships, or rockets rather. So we can do that. We need to get 5 here plus 15 here. It's 20 science plus another 45. So we need to get 65 science somehow before we can launch our first rocket. So we're going to do that by getting some surface science. So we got our command pod here, and I'm going to put a scientist in here. I'm not sure if that helps you get more science or not, but that's what we're going to say. We're going with it. And the only science I really have right now is mystery goo. So I'm going to put 2 of those on here, actually, because I think you can get a little more than 1 full canister per experiment. So let's launch to the launch pad and get a little science. So we'll observe mystery goo. That's going to give me 2.4. Remember, I had the science turned down. I turned it down to 80% on the setup, so probably getting a little less than what you're normally used to seeing. We can do an EVA report, and then I'm going to collect this, and then I'm going to store it. We'll get back in and we'll do this other canister, and we got some more science for that. So let's recover. And we got 6.1. So if you look at the mystery goo, we did 2 different canisters. We got 2.4 on the first one, and then we got a little bit more on the second one. So it's worth doing 2 at a time like that, because we need every bit of science we can get here. But that lets me open up Engineering 101, which would give us a thermometer. And we need to get 15. If we get this one, we can get the barometer as well. So let's go back. We'll add our thermometer, and let's do it again. And this time we'll just do the thermometer is all we're going to be able to do. An extra 1.9. We'll recover that. We'll have a whopping 3 science. Now in episode 0 I talked about in the settings we turned on the other launch sites. That's these right here. We have Boomerang launch site, and we have, they spelled it desert, but it's desert launch site here. And we can go to these other locations and run these same experiments and get a little more science that way. And I know it's a little grindy, just going around and collecting all this science. But once we get through it, I think things will start moving pretty quick. Get a crew report. We'll do an EVA. And I'm going to collect this one and store it. And we'll board and we'll do the other canister. And that's that. So let's see what we got. Alright, 8 science. So we're up to 11. I think 15 was when we unlocked the barometer, right? Yeah. So we'll go to the 3rd site now. Go to the desert. And unfortunately, when we unlock the barometer, we'll have to go back and do all these over again. Because we need every bit of science to get that probe unlocked. Now I can't collect the surface sample yet because we have to unlock one of the buildings. Oh, I can reset the canister. I forgot I'm a scientist. I didn't need to bring 2. But oh well. And do this one more time. We should have enough now to unlock the barometer. And we do. We're up to 19 now. So we will grab that. And this also gives us a heat shield and oh, these parachutes. Oh, and landing struts. Alright, so now let's go back and put that barometer on. And we gotta go to all of them again, so let's go here. Let's just power through this section. I think the tricky part's going to be putting a stay putnik into orbit. It's going to be kind of difficult to do, I think, because you don't have any real control over those. We can do the what are they called? The control wheels. I forget what they're called. We can put some of those on there, but it's still going to be hard to steer that thing without the SAS stability assist. So I don't know. We'll see when we get to that point. Figure out how to get a stay putnik into orbit. because we have to do that before we can put a Kerbal in orbit. Alright, let's go to our desert location and get that barometer. And got it. Alright, so we're up to 12.6 science now. And we need to get 45. So our next stage is going to be using the runways. And we can do this. Now this is going to be the main module here. And I'm going to do another one. And we'll put the science on this. And this time, I'm going to set up a little control. So we want to observe mystery goo. We want to log temperature. We want to log pressure. We want to do a crew report. So now, when I'm on site, if I just press 1, it'll do all that automatically for us. We don't have to manually click each one every time. Oh, we got Jebediah in there. Supposed to be a scientist. I confused myself because I was like, wait a minute, since when can you put 2 pilots in a Mark 1 command pod? But then it dawned on me I have 2 command pods. So, alright, I think we're good to go to the first runway. And this science has a way of starting to snowball once you get some things unlocked. So we'll press 1, and we get our mystery goo, our crew report, our temperature scan, and our pressure scan. And then we're going to EVA and do an EVA report. And then we can reset this canister. Oh, I got to collect the data first. Okay, I think I've got to do this. I think I messed up. So we've got that one, and I have to collect that data before I reset it and store it. Okay, mystery goo stored. Okay, now let's reset it. And do it again. Okay. Now, let's board. Let's see what we got for the first runway. Alright, we got 10 that time, so we're up to 23. So the second runway is going to be the island. Yeah, island airfield. Let's go there. And press 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's EVA. Get our EVA report. Let's collect this data and store it. And then reset and run it again. Alright. That's 2 down and 1 more to go, and we should be able to start building some rockets. 10.9. So we're at 34.4 science. We need 45. Yeah, we need 45. I want to see something. I'm just looking at experience. Is there any way to see? It doesn't look like he's getting any experience from this. Okay. Let's go to the last airfield. Desert airfield. Let's collect this. Store it. Well, let's do the EVA report. Store it. Restore and observe mystery goo. Alright. Did we get to 45? $45.2. Outstanding. We got just enough to do what we needed here. So now we can unlock the Stay Putnik. We also get these Science Juniors. Which is going to come in handy. Let's see. We really need this Octo. Because the Octo, it has reaction wheels, but it also has stability assist. It's going to be much easier to get this probe into orbit than it is to Stay Putnik. But we'll see. I'm going to have to get this unlocked too. I think we need to do a little more science. But before we do that, we can do some space flight. So what do we need? We need to get in the air. And we'd like to be able to recover this. So we want to have a separator. And we're going to need some parachutes. Do we have these? Give me it's probably overkill, but I'm going to put 3 on here. Let's get ourselves an antenna. We don't need that many. Because I want to get some science in the air. I want temperature, barometer, mystery goo. This thing's gonna have stuff all over it. Can't really do, well, we could. Let's try to do a Science Junior as well. This thing probably not gonna last long. So what do we want to do? We want to observe mystery goo. Now the problem's gonna be this has to all be transmitted. And and that's going to require batteries. 1, 2, 3. Conduct material study. So we need some batteries. And what do we have for batteries? We got these. I want to put like 3 of these around here. And for stability, I need to zoom back out. Let's put 3 of these. That should work. We'll see. Alright, we're at the launch pad. Let's launch this and see. So this is going to be our flying low over Kerbal. We're going to be under 18 kilometers. Oh, wrong button. Press 1, and we got to transmit. So we're transmitting. How's that batteries holding up? Chewing up those batteries pretty quick. But it looks like everything's sent. Everything's done, and we still have 68 charge left. Now, I don't know why I brought the decoupler. I don't know why I did that. Oh, because I want to try to save this thing. That's a cute little robot-looking probe, huh? Wish I had stability assist. Now this thing here has to be, I'm probably going to lose this. But that's okay. This can only take 6 meters per second of impact. And these chutes are going to be 12. So we're going to lose the Science Junior, but if I can keep the probe, I think we'll get a little science for that. It is really falling slow. So yeah, we'll probably lose. If we had some solar panels, we could probably do some more science right here. But as it is, we're about dead in the water. We can maybe do one. Well, we'll try these two. Okay, so we did save the probe at least. Let's see if we can transmit this. Not enough charge. So we didn't have enough battery for that. Okay, we'll recover the vessel. We'll see what we got here. Six science earned from recovering that. Plus we transmitted some, so we've got a little more here. These are recovered parts. So up to 21. I'd like to get to 90. I just don't know. I need this for some more science that we want to do. But we should have we got some world first milestones here. EVA test at home. Got quite a bit for breaking some of these records here. Now let's see, I might have already missed. Yeah, I messed up. I should have checked this first because there was a couple of contracts in here that I could have grabbed. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab Escape the Atmosphere because it's going to expire soon if I don't. And I want to grab Orbit Kerbal because we are going to do this eventually, but I want to get it before it expires. So, so that was flying low. Fly probe low on Kerbal. So we did that. And we did it on year 1, day 1, hour 0, minute 14. So year 1, hour 0, no, day 1, hour 0, minute 14. Alright, we got one achieved. It's going to be quite a haul to get all this stuff done, but we'll plug away at it. Alright, let's see. What do we have? So we just unlocked the liquid. And we also... I thought I had landing gears. Didn't I unlock that? Which science was that? I thought one of these had landing gears. So I have these landing struts, but I don't see them. Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah. Because what I wanted to try to do was land this over in the grasslands. Yeah, let's do that. Because I can fly, I can do that with a crew. I can use a pilot for that. We can build a crude little... I think it's maybe going to take 2 of these and this liquid engine with some fins. Yeah, like that. And we're going to need parachutes. We're going to need some pretty good parachutes actually, because this thing... I'm doing this wrong. Because I want to land a Science Junior, and that thing will blow up easy. So this may be overkill, but I'm going to put 3 of these. Actually, let's put 2 of these on it. Because I know this will work. And then we'll use 4 of these landing gears. Apparently by 4 I mean 3. 4 landing gears. Okay. And then let's put some our other science. So what I'm going to do is fly this over to the grasslands. And get a good bit of science from there. Put you there, put you there. And we're going to set up control groups. So for button 1, we want to do a crew report while flying. We want to log pressure, log temperature, and observe mystery goo. Crew report, mystery goo, temperature, pressure. We'll save the science junior for when we touch down. So for button 2, we want to do this mystery goo, the science junior, conduct material studies, log pressure, log temperature, crew report, and then we'll also be able to do an EVA. We'll start these oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, let's get out of that. Dang it. Start retracted. Alright, let's go fly this thing over to some grassland and see what we can get. And we're allowed to fly, since we've put a probe in low airspace, we're allowed to do this. This has to stay below 18 kilometers until we get a probe up. SAS on, and fire, and we bungled this. Okay, recover. I did not check my staging. Rookie mistake. Oh. And by the way, I am a rookie at this game. You will not see me doing things in an efficient manner. I'll be using parts when I shouldn't be using parts. Yeah, I'm just not an expert at this game. I'm going to turn that thrust down a little bit because I think that might help controlling it. Let's try that. I think after this we're probably going to wrap this video up. I'm going to try to keep these kind of short. I think we've already been going a little long here. So let's see if we can get a little more science first. 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Alright, that's better. Now let's go west. We're going to go toward the 270 here. I hope that's enough fuel to get me over there. So this is the grassland area, which is another biome. We can use that. Once we know we're over it, I'll use my first control group. Alright, let's do that. Extend our landing gear, and let's get that first set of data. Alright. I'm going to try to steer this thing around here. Yeah, there we go. 4.5 meters a second. That should be good for this Science Junior to hold up. Because I've tried these landing at 6.5 and it blew up. So 6 is its limit. 6 meters per second of, it's just a slow fall. But one thing about KSP, it's not a hurry up game. You definitely got to have a little patience to play this game. And I'll slow it down here. Go ahead and let it, not that slow. Okay, let's do this. And come on. Ugh, it made it. Whew. All right. Now let's do our second set. We get that material study on this one. Mystery goo. It looks like I forgot to add. I may have to collect the data. Guess I have to collect that data on this. Yeah. And now let's store all the data that we've got. Give me this EVA. And I need to make sure I can get that crew report. Oh, I got to get back inside. Okay. Did I get the crew report? Yeah. Alright. Log that. Log that. And that's it. I can't do the surface sample yet because I have to upgrade one of the facilities. I may have already said that. Let's recover this one and see what we got. We can do this same experiment. That gave us 28.6. Almost enough. Well, no, I need 90, right? Yeah, we need a 90. So we're halfway there. We'll do this same experiment over the water. Let's go ahead and do it right quick. I need to wrap this video up. So we'll do the same experiment out over the water, and then we'll call it. I don't need these over the water, but I am going to add one of these. I want 2 of each of these. Because I want to set up this. Okay, we should be good now. Alright, let's do one more launch. We'll get this one out into the water. That'll be a different environment. Get us some more science. And then I will call that episode. Okay, I can go ahead and do the first one. Wait. Shores, that's what I look for. Did I miss it? So we can do that while flying over Kerbal water. Oh, I need to. Guess we'll go ahead and do that. See, I did a goo, and I think I've got... thought there was a way to see the science. Review report. All we have is the crew report. So give me... okay, that's asking me to overwrite it. So we'll keep those. Then when we splash down, we'll do these other two. There's another one for over Kerbal shores. Or maybe that's where I'm at now. I don't know. Like I said, I'm no expert. Yeah, those 3 parachutes really make it fall slow, but you got to with these Science Juniors, or it'll blow up and you'll lose it all. Getting ready for splashdown. And we made it. So we will take the second one. Material study, mystery goo. Why is it wanting to override? Yeah, we'll do it then. We'll overwrite these two. Give me a crew report. Well, actually, I think I have to do an EVA first. Hatches are obstructed. Let's roll. Uh-oh. I think the hatch is obstructed. I went and put the science on the stupid... oh, dang it. I put those on the door. And now I can't get out to... okay. Well, I can't do an EVA report. I can't get the second crew report. But we got 23. So we're up to 69.2. So next episode we'll launch from a couple of other places and get some more science. Unlock the Octo. Unlock this Probodobodine Octo and see if we can start doing some more spaceflight. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on episode 2, and if you like this episode, you want to keep watching my progress here, just don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.